Hi, my name is Miss Rhonda Schneider, and this is my pre-K classroom. This is where we hang up our things outside of our classroom. I also have my lesson plan and schedule out here for the parents. More places where they hang their things. As you walk into the room, to the right we have our little trash cans, sink, and counter. This is really messy right now. All these milk jugs are going to become Easter baskets today. This is my birthday board with all their birthdays and names. All these cabinets just have mostly teacher storage and extra things for lunches and whatnot in there. Inspirations, Bible verse. We're a Christian school, so we do a Bible verse and a prayer. That is a monthly outline that I give to parents, and I just post in here to make sure I do everything I say. My schedule again, more teacher stuff. There is our emergency backpack and our coat hooks. More storage and things. This is our class rules poster up above on this wall here. I'm going to back up so you can kind of see. That's a humongous black felt board there I use during circle time. We made All About Me, my favorite things, those little pennant looking flags. This bulletin board is for the kids, whatever they make and want to put up there, we hang up. Those are their cubbies. They're marked with those little cars and their names. Put anything, that they need to bring into the classroom goes in there, any artwork or papers they do. Or if we have flyers to send home, we kind of gather everything in there.
Morning.
This is a book. Good morning, Miss Nancy. That two of our little girls are making, and they just left it there. As we continue around the room, that is the blue thing is my big art drawing rack. And then this is my art center. There's some big paper they painted at the easel with, and we wrote down what they said they drew there or they painted. My art center is very well stocked. We have lots of collage materials, yarn, tissue paper, construction paper, paper towel tubes, feathers, tissue paper, I don't know what else, a lot of things. I also have, tape and scissors and glue and markers and crayons. I put chalk and colored pencils. I have stencils, hole punches. We also have Play-Doh and a variety of paints in there. And then I have an easel where they can either do the dry erase on this side or paint. And I think there is a chalkboard on the other side of that too. Continue around the room. This is my writing center. This little table here with I got a couple pocket charts with their names, so that if they want to write their names on anything, they have that. Most of them can do that now by themselves. I have important words if they want to color pictures in their journals, which are down there on the bottom, those little notebooks. We have kind of like those Etch-a-Sketch boards there, chalkboards, and then I have envelopes and papers and stickers, and there's also some tactile letters in there and a letter game. And then these are some things I made. They're little ABC reference cards for them to use when they write. I just took a picture of my Handwriting Without Tears poster and printed it out and laminated it so they could have it right here at the table when they want that. Just showing you that my centers are labeled. They're all kind of getting bent up and tattered. It's almost the end of our school year here. Bookshelf. This is for the library center. Kind of do a big scan of that first. And we have a little quiet zone center over here too. That's just another place to hang any kind of artwork that the kids have done. My bookshelf leaves a lot to be desired. I wish I had something different and a better way to organize them, but right now I just use colored bins, and then you can see I put a matching star sticker on the bin that they go in. So I have family stories, science stories, Dr. Seuss, just storybook stories. And then on the bottom, I have an entire box, almost an entire shelf of puppets and little animals that match the books that they go to. And we also have some photo albums down there. I just kind of opened that up a little bit so you can see, like I have the characters that go with the books. Pete the cat, if you give a mouse a cookie, the three little pigs and their little house story. And those are the photo albums. Some cushy pillows to go on the floor. Plus we have a comfy couch. And then this is the Take a Break Center. It's kind of a emotional place when the kids want to be alone. There's a couple pillows for that. There are like some gadgets in this little basket here. The Kissing Hand story, some squishy balls, a couple of books. Things they can look at if they want to be alone. And then a big box of social and emotional books. This is a listening center, and there's a couple books on audio CD down there in that red basket. Here's all the children's baby pictures. I thought that might be a good place to put those when they're feeling like they want to be alone. Up in my window, which I need to take down soon, is my sweet potato plant that we're growing, which is getting roots and a sprout. And then this is a little chart we made of how many days it would take for that to happen. I have different pictures of abilities and ages and all that all around the room. This is my language and puzzle shelf. There's Clifford. Right now we're displaying some 3D art that they made last week. I have a big variety of puzzles, from knobs to 50-piece floor puzzles. And then the language areas down here, there's ABCs, there's alphabet blocks, word puzzles, little bears that snap. That has nothing to do with language, but they're here. And some other word puzzles on this shelf here. My language is kind of spread out. I have a little bit in every center in my room, and the same with books. I do in all my centers. This is the blocks area. There's also some manipulatives and fine motor. There are Legos, Unifix cubes, architectural blocks, nuts and bolts. Then I got these for free. Had to pay shipping, just a bunch of little knobs and things. Rocks, so they could just make a cityscape or a landscape if they want to do that. I have community helpers down in there, and trucks and cars, building blocks, and those have like little houses, and there's signs in there. Then I have a farm unit going, so there's a barn, and those are the fencing and the animals there. And then in this red box here, I have, this is something I made for the block area. It has different famous buildings in it, local and on a national level. Big Ben and international. The Eiffel Tower, that's the Museum Center in Cincinnati, so I made that for them. I also have people with different disabilities or abilities over here in my block center, and books. Our flag, birthday box. I'm in the church basement. All I have is stained glass windows, but they're beautiful. This is my work chart, it's called. But I usually have letters up here, but we have been learning some high frequency words. I have some 5.5-year-olds in my class who are reading right now independently. Mostly they've learned at home, but I work with them on it too here since they're doing it, so I can do everything on their level. And then the kids who are not reading, we're learning letters. We also are learning colors, color words. We play a lot of games on this chart. I have a big box of these picture cards, and the kids love the games. My little rug rule sign. Don't use that too much, but we do occasionally. There's my ABC poster for over here. We're working on eggs, so I have Humpty Dumpty out for today. Apples to Zebra, that's a big ABC book. So this is my circle time area, aka blocks when we're not doing circle time. And that's free center time. And then we also play games on the back of this bookcase. I can put out like matching uppercase and lowercase, little cutouts or numbers in order or sequencing a story, whatever goes on that. That's kind of nice to have. There is my music player for CD, but it's also for my music center. Those little CDs in that pocket are for the kids. And we have scarves for music and movement. And there's other instruments and other pictures of people with differing abilities. Calendar we use, mostly we count on that and do patterning. As you can see, I have it red and black. And they jump on the odd number. Classroom helpers, I have pictures with those so they can tell what their job is because they can't read. This is my dramatic play center, which has all of this stuff is dress-up clothes, baby dolls, teddy bears. I happen to have this whiteboard over here, which I have language over here too, so they can, if they want to write ABCs or look at the numbers. I try to put language and math everywhere. The kitchen, lots of food in there. We have some ethnic food, so I have put the photos on the wall with them labeled, and we talk about that. This is their little table. They've been wanting to play pizza, so that's over here. There's their family pictures, the children with their moms or dads or grandmas. And there is a felt board over here with some felt board pieces in a box. Then we move to science and discovery, stand-up microscopes, pine cones, goggles, rocks, different things to discover, and plants. This is a little balance set for that. Now this is kind of science and math, all in the same area there. On the shelf, there's a scale, microscope, science puzzles, science games. We're learning about frogs, so there's our poster for that. And eggs, like I said, those are animals that hatch from eggs. This is just natural objects with the seashells, and they can match the shells up to that poster right there. That is a box of magnets, and also those cans that I made for them with the string where you can talk in it. Old-fashioned thing, the kids love it. And I put numbers and letters over here too. And this is a frog sorting box. This other little green thing has x-rays matching the bugs to their picture, and some acrylic things that they can match up, acrylic animals like in there. Math. These are little boards with different geometric shapes. The kids can match and build on this. There's parkety blocks. There's ascending, descending thing is in that box right there, and also right here where they can stack, you know, from the biggest to the largest things. And in the back there's some dinosaurs that they can do. I have an abacus, geo boards, and some little, I took photographs of ones that I made if they want to copy that. Butterfly number matching with the little pom-poms. Money clocks. Another art board with just whatever they wanted to put up there. Springtime stuff, butterflies and rainbows. Parent board. And this is my visual schedule. We just move that little clip down through the day. That's a job. Stop sign. That's where we line up and we stop before we leave the room. Just a see you later alligator song that we sing. And this is where these tables, we use art, sensory, whatever we want over there. Well, here's my sensory tub, which is closed right now because we haven't opened the room for the day. But we have lunch at these tables. We work at the tables. They do art. Sometimes we have them all filled up with art. And this is another little table sort of in the middle here, which is really great. They can do puzzles. They can bring things from the math or the science shelf. Whatever they want over here. It is now cluttered with everything I brought in this morning, including my lunch. But, and then I brought a bunch of Easter stuff I'm about to get out. That's it. Our day starts with the morning meeting, and then we have center time, a circle time, recess, lunch, and another circle time. Thanks.